Hey guys, Mike here, recording the tournament. And first round, we are playing against Oni. So, I have a few systems I could play. Just gonna settle for the exchange variation. We have a relatively small field today. Only 17 signups. Hopefully more people join late. The field is small but strong. We have 6 masters, I think, and 5 experts. Okay, so here I think I should just go knight c3. And after knight e7, I've been usually playing c5 here. cd is an option. Just probably it's gonna lead to equality. Playing h3 in order to stop bishop g4. Relatively uneventful position. And my white opening against the French is something that definitely needs work. And I have a few things that I'm probably going to do eventually to get better against French. So bishop g5 designed to pin this knight. I'm threatening knight takes d5 now. He plays f6. This weakens this e6 square. It's not necessarily easy to use, but not easy to see where to place his bishop. If I go to h4 after he takes on d3, queen takes d3, he has g5, but I'm not sure if it's any good. But maybe it's worth a shot anyway. If I go bishop d2, does he have bishop h5 of some sort? Oh my god. I meant to go bishop e3. He doesn't take the bishop. So I just hung my bishop and he instantly moved. So that's lucky. Okay, we're not berserking. Okay, we need to come down here. We really need to come down. This is a terrible blunder. Terrible blunder. The pawn is hanging. Okay, I think I need to take on g6. But then how do I save this pawn and this pawn? I have queen b3 that will guard both pawns. Jesus, this is not a good spot. Now if I don't trade bishops, what do I do? Bishop b5, knight takes d4. Yeah, I think I have to take. Just hung my bishop on d3. I mean, that's redunculous, as some people would say. What about queen c2 attacking g6? Queen b3, if knight takes d4, I have knight takes... Yeah, Jesus, this is not good at all. How do we get out of this mess? It's knight a4, I guess. Maybe that's a move. Because it kind of holds his pawn and holds his pawn at the same time. Maybe I'll just play b3 here. Rook c1. Rook c1 just pinned that knight. Okay, I clearly came into this tournament in a bad form. Like blundering a piece immediately. I was gonna resign, but luckily he doesn't take, so maybe there is some chance for us to do something. b4. Idea to play b5 and win a piece. I expect some kind of a6, but then I have knight c5, idea knight d6. This is maybe okay. We have 17 signups, 5 masters. Not everybody has the NM next to them because you have to like send the driver license and stuff like that. So not everybody wants to go through this tedious process. Queen d7. And what is he planning to do on knight c5? Looks like queen f5. No, but then the pawn is hanging. He's gonna take the knight, right? And then bc. And then he's probably trying to put some kind of knight f5 in on me here. And attack this pawn. So maybe I should start with queen b3. This does give him an opportunity to play b6. Then I can play knight c3. Usually in this game in 10 arenas, my round 1 has been pretty poor. I have a lot of losses in round 1. Okay, can I just take on d5? He again, this is the second time he moves very quickly. If knight takes d5, queen takes d5 is check, so he doesn't have room for playing bishop h2. I think it works. Okay, so we want a pawn here. And now we can play knight takes b6. And we are gonna win an exchange. This is a very, very bad game by both of us, to be honest. I'll take the rook. He might have had the time to take here. Now I think a3 is prudent, because this is hanging. Well, I do have rook c4 as well. Oh, what about like d5 and then knight takes, and I have a3, queen takes d5. Not sure if it works. I just play solid. We are up a lot of material. We are up an exchange in 2 pawns. Queen b5, okay. He's trying to swing a queen across, I think. Maybe queen e6 deserves attention here. Or queen f7 even. Queen f7, idea to play what? Knight h4 maybe? Queen e6. Let me go queen e6 first. Then rook d8 though. Queen f7. Try to sneak in here. Then one idea I have is to maybe some kind of d5, bishop c3. I'm up material, but my pieces are not great, you know what I mean? They are like kind of like getting into each other's way. Rook d8. And do we have d5? Do we have knight h4? Knight h4, queen h5. What to do, what to do. Not so easy, even with all that extra material. Maybe this. I am getting a little bit concerned that my pieces are getting stuck into each other's way. I'm threatening rook takes f6. He's playing a lot faster this game. Queen d5. Okay, now if I can just take on f6, I think. Unless I'm missing something. If he takes on f7, I take on f7. If he cannot take on f6 because the g7 pawn is pinned. Otherwise, my default option is I'm gonna trade with him on trade queens, I think, and just get out of there. I'm gonna speed it up. This position objectively should be completely winning, but me blundering the piece early on and just kind of feeling a little out of shape for some reason. I'm a slow start. I've been a slow starter in all these arenas lately, and I don't know why. It used to be the opposite. I used to be like a really strong starter, often win round 1, round 2, and then kind of dial on the way. So, I mean, of course, Oni to this point of the game hasn't played his best. He's a strong master with a lot of hundreds of games under his belt. Hundreds of games where he was over 2200. I think king g8 we have knight g5. Yeah, we do. And d4 is hanging, I don't know. But this pawn is like not necessarily a good pawn, because this pawn is kind of like messing things up a little bit. Okay, there's a fork here, there's a fork here. So we need to find some kind of anti-fork move. Maybe rook e1. Yeah, rook e1 stops everything, it seems. And then threatening to take on e7 as well. So what's going on in the tournament? 84 with Andy with the win over Johan. Goes in the lead after 12 minutes. Knight f5. And do we have g4? There is this check. There is this check. We have bishop c3. Kind of like eyeing this guy. There's bishop f4. But then I can take on e7. And rook d1 mates me though. Very tricky. Rook d1 is mate. So what about g4? What is he gonna do? Bishop h2 check. King takes. Rook takes d2. gf. Rook takes f2. King g1. What a mess. What a mess. But otherwise, what do I do? If rook c1, bishop c1, maybe bishop c1. It's good. Just gonna get away from this pressure. Okay, I have 2 minutes. He has 5.5, so I need to really sped it up. So my plan is to play g4 next move, and I can take on e7. So I'm just gonna do that. This is a fake fork. This is not a real fork. There is no threat, so bishop e2. Now I'm threatening here. And here. And there is no mate anymore. Okay, but there is mate actually. There is mate. But I can take on g7, and I don't see how he's gonna hold that. Okay, but we can take with a rook. Now we just up a rook and 2 pawns. This feels like would be a good time to resign right here. But our good friend doesn't give up. Why doesn't he give up? I don't know. Maybe he feels like he can do some damage. Maybe bishop e5, just simple. Okay, minute 25, still a lot of time. Up a rook and 2 pawns. And usually when you up material, the best way to try to convert is just to kind of like simplify things. And still doesn't give up. If I simply go rook d3 here, Any knight move, rook d8 is mate. Or rook e8 is mate. And on rook c6, we'll probably play rook e6. And it's just hopeless. Or rook d1. Bumblebee Tuna with 2 games. And 1 loss to... He lost to El Maestro, Jose Ramirez. And then he beat... Who did he beat? He beat Rip Uradian. Kale with a win over Vendetta. Great job, JJ. Against beating a strong master in round 1. El Maestro was his own upset, beating Bumblebee Tuna. Marius beats Ray Teves. Space Hero beats Rip Uradian. And yeah, we have a few guys still playing their first game. Last game and against Johan K. Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze is registered but not in a tournament. And we get Marius. And we're gonna berserk our good, talented fella. And we're gonna go and play this endgame. Now there is a school of thought that prefers not playing the endgame. And I think the endgame is fine for black. It's equal. It's not amazing or anything, but... Okay, king is 7 here in order to guard this pawn. Now knight d5, we're just gonna snap, chop it off, and otherwise we're gonna go c6. Yeah, so c6 is very important to stop any nonsense. And here we can go b5 and e4. Okay, what about h6? There's also like rook e8. I gotta watch out for this bishop though. So lots of different ways this can go. I'll go for early b5, gonna grab space in the queen side. Expect him to go bishop b3. I can throw in even a move like a5. Then on a4 I can play b4. Yeah, like really expanding here. I'm gonna play a4. So he's probably gonna respond with a3 or a4. And on a4 we're playing b4. And probably bishop e6. Trying to get pieces in the game, basically. a3 is more conservative. This leaves him the a4 square for his knight. If I go b4, then he can sneak in here. So maybe I'm gonna chill with going that move just yet. We're gonna play bishop e6. Just gonna offer him a trade of bishops. He takes. I'm gonna take with the pawn. Opening up the f-file for myself. And there is a slight concern about him doubling on the d-file. He doesn't choose that route. Chooses a more conservative route. So the question is, if we go h6, bishop h4, g5, bishop g3, knight h5, then in the end the pawn on e5 is a bit loose. So we're gonna get this knight in the game first, protect this pawn. Then if he lets us, we're gonna play h6. And then on h6, my idea would be to play g5 and knight h5 and trade my knight for his bishop. And then kind of carry on with my play. And I'm gonna take a quick look at the tournament. Vendetta with the 3 points after beating 84. Vendetta is a strong master, Ilya Serpik from Los Angeles. He has been over 2300 a few times, and just a really good player. Okay, let's return to our game. He goes h3. I'm still going h6. And on bishop h4, I'm gonna play g5. And on bishop g3, I'm gonna play knight to h5. And my idea is to put my knight on f4 if he plays bishop h2. And my knight is really annoying, pressuring the g2 pawn. If g3, I can take on h3. And if he takes, like this is a decision we gotta make. So if we take with an e pawn, then e5 is annoying. We're gonna take with a g pawn and then use our rooks to pressure this pawn. I would say black is at least equal here. We clearly have two targets, g and f pawns. We can play bishop c5 and target this pawn. We can also play rook g8 and target this pawn. Now let's look at white's options. Okay, well, that's not necessarily too bad. You can take and play rook f8 and rook g8. So let's take this guy. Maybe rook, I need to be precise here. I think rook h g8 is very reasonable. Or should I start with rook a f8? Yeah, let's start with rook a to f8. Attack the knight. If he goes here, we have to step into g8 to cover knight g6 check. We are at 18 players now. He goes rook f1. But now we're gonna sneak in here with, should we go knight c5 just yet? c5, or should we go, yeah, let's go knight c5, threatening b4 and chop this pawn. I only have 2.5 minutes left on my clock, so I gotta start playing a little bit faster. Knight h4 as expected. Now we go here, threatening the pawn, and we also have b4 threat. So in a way it's a double attack. If he plays g4, I can play b4 and take on e4, and I'm up a pawn. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pre-move ab. Then the knight has to go to e2, I think. Then I can play knight takes e4. Winning the very important central pawn. Now, this fork is very annoying, so I need to play some kind of move that will allow me to untangle here. Okay, so here I have knight f2 fork, which would win me a pawn on h3, if I'm not mistaken. Now his rook is also lined up very poorly on this diagonal. Okay, now I must not blunder rook d8 knight g6 check. So on here I could simply take on g4, and if he takes my bishop, I take his knight. That's one option. If I move the bishop c5 and he has check, king f6, rook f1 check, king g5, knight f3 check. This looks pretty reasonable. One more time, rook f1. I can also go knight f4, so I'm good. I'm really good there. So that's not a big deal. Let's do that. Also threatening bishop e3. Once my knight gets to f4, and I could reasonably try rook e8 type of stuff, and then the knight is in trouble maybe a little bit. So expect some kind of rook f1 check. Knight f2 is also an option. Knight f2 is also an option. But that things get a little bit unclear. So now king g5 is what I want to play next. And maybe, just maybe, win the g4 pawn with my king. Okay, minute 22 seconds on the clock. I'm up 2 pawns. Position is still very messy. King g5 now. Pre-move ef. Now a passer. Can play king takes g4 next. can do this check, but I can also do e5. I'll just do a check. Now maybe just just play c5 and protect my pawn. Everything is guarded, threatening to take on g4. The only concern is 59 seconds left. I'll protect my pawn. Idea is rook e8 and rook a6 and mate of some sort. I'm gonna go around. And around. Okay, literally everything wins in this position, just gotta be fast. Jesus, I'm so slow. Mouse slipped. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Horrible, horrible loss. Too slow. Completely one position. And hopefully this can wake us up. This was not good. Completely one position. All right. So I'm gonna berserk. One of the worst openings in chess, King's Gambit, according to Jan Gustafsson. I gotta step up my game, I gotta play well, and I gotta play fast. Not a good start at all. Won a piece in the first game. Second game played really well, but then just kind of fell asleep behind the wheel. I don't know how else to put what happened. Really played extremely slow. Really inexcusable. So knight c6 looks good here. Bishop b5, I think I can just castle. Well, the important thing is to move on. To move on after losing, not to worry about things. That's where kind of like the mental stamina comes in play. We are at 19 players. Bruce Wayne just joined. Welcome, brother. Yeah, this is a tough tournament, and if you leave yourself with 8 seconds, even with a bunch of stuff extra, you're gonna lose. So really sloppy time management on my end, and letting Marius off the hook and letting him win. He did find some good moves in the end, though. Then I mouse slipped, played f3 rather than fe. Okay, c3 is played. What's he trying to do? He's trying to go d4. And let's figure out the intentions of his bishop. We'll pre-move bishop takes c6. We'll just figure out those intentions. The intentions are not clear, but we're going to grab some space with b5. Bishop c2, he's going to line up here. Can play rook e8 here. Setting it cheaper. On the mate, he can play bishop d3, to which I have a funny response, bishop e4. No, I don't have that response. Or do I have that response? Because if queen takes e4, I have bishop c5 check, but if queen takes d8, I have to play bishop takes d8. We did berserk this game. So two games in, 1 win, 1 loss. Very frustrating loss from one position. 19 players. Captain Cologne with 9 points. 3 wins in a row. Beating Vendetto, beating Harry Una. Really, this man is on fire today. Well done. Bumblebee Tuna with 6, Vendetta with 6, Kale with 5, Marius with 4, and El Maestro with 2 games, 2 wins. Pretty good start. We are in 10th. Last game and it's still 2 minutes up on the clock on us. Goes there. What about bishop e4? If queen takes e4, bishop c5, check. And if queen takes d8, bishop takes d8, bishop takes e4. Not sure, but you know what? Let's not stop this man from doing what's good for us. Because g6, we do have some kind of bishop c4 idea. Like, he stopped himself from going d4, which is what he needs to develop. So we should kind of be happy here about that. So queen trade and all that allows white to go d4 and ultimately allows him to win his pawn back. We don't necessarily mind giving him this pawn back, but we want to make it as difficult as possible for white to accomplish that. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. How is Oni doing in the arena? Oni drew Harry Una, so must be tired after work or something. A slow start. Still a strong player. Johnny Blaze is not in the tournament, so we really have 18 players. So Johnny Blaze is not playing. Okay, bishop b3. Now if I take on b3, he has to take my queen. Do I have any fun intermezzo moves? I can insert bishop c5 check. First of all. Seems useful. Now if I take... how do we stop him from going d4? Can we do so? We can go bishop c4. No, but then bishop takes c4. But it's bishop e4. This actually looks very reasonable. We'll take, we're better developed. He does have knight g5, but then we can play bishop d5, I think, and we're okay. Yeah, it's a bit annoying, the knight g5 move. But we're still up a pawn, though. We're still up a pawn. And then bishop d3, if we could execute that, that would be a money move. d4. d4 anyway. Okay. d4 anyway. What about bishop d3 now? Or bishop takes f3. If bishop takes f3, he has to take with a pawn. Let's take with the pawn. Then we just go bishop d6 and we keep an extra pawn. Because if rook takes, rook e1 is made. Now he can also choose to pick this bishop off. But then we have like some kind of bishop e2 type of stuff or bishop d5. Maybe that's a way to go for him. I'm not sure. A very tricky position. I'm going to constantly be monitoring Captain Cologne with 14 points, just berserking and beating everybody. We only have 2 points. It's going to be hard for us to make noise in this tournament unless we start winning some games. Well, rook e1 just wins here. Yeah, very unfortunate. It was an interesting position for sure. Okay, so we have 5, which, despite of Captain Kalon's heroics, puts us in the 5th place. For a moment. Who are we going to play? And this is a downside of only having 19 players in the arena, that things like this will happen, where we have to wait for a game because we don't have enough players in the tournament. And what are you going to do? That's just how it is. So presently, Oni is in the game, 84 is in the game, Space Hero is in the game, Almaster is in the game, Marius is in the game, Kale is in the game, Vendetta is in the game, Bubble Bituna in the game, Captain is in the game. So nobody's available. Everybody is playing. And we have to sit and wait, and Johnny Blaze is not in the tournament. Not sure if King Smegma is playing. Oh, he's playing. Okay, he's playing. So Last Cayman we just played. So Last Cayman is the only person that's available to play. But the way Lichess works, it's not going to pair you against somebody you just played. It's not going to do that. So we have to wait for somebody else to become available, and that's Bumblebee Tuna. So are we getting the Berserk? Are we not getting the Berserk? We're not getting a Berserk, but it's fine. I'm gonna go for Modern Benoni. Goes with a 4 system. And I think from vaguely remembering the Fury 96 is a moment he can take that if he wants. He chooses not to. He's moving very quickly, as if he knows what he's doing, and he might know what he's doing. I haven't played this in a long time, and I haven't studied this in a long time. And I meant to refresh my Modern Benoni. Now, my Modern Benoni is never going to be my main opening. So if you guys are going to prep for me, I want to tell you that this is something I employ no more than 5% of the time. I just like it, but it's not a very solid opening. And I do have Queen's Gambit Declined under my belt, but it's a bit boring. There's other things I'm looking into, such as Semi-Slav, Slav, Queen's Indian, but just gotta pick something and go with it. Okay, can we just play knight f6 here? Just pressure this guy a little bit. Simply threatening to win a pawn. And I think one important thing in Modern Benoni is to try to trade one of your minor pieces if you can. He does have e5 break, but on de, and I can take on d5. That is the whole idea of this knight b4 move. So this could be decent if it works out well. Captain Kalon is playing Oni, and from a tournament standpoint, if we were to make some noise, we need Oni to beat him, basically. Okay, bishop g4 in order to take. We gotta unload one of our minors, like I said, and this also will shut down any e5 ideas, which is what, like, the two biggest threats in the Benoni are the fact that this pawn is backward and it can be attacked, and the fact that white can go e5. So the question is, should we take just yet, or should we do something else? There's like knight d3 idea. There's a lot of tactics in this thing. Bishop takes f3, queen takes f3. Then what? Then what to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? Don't know. I don't know what to do. Queen a5 is a possibility. Knight h5 is a possibility. Knight h5 actually looks very interesting. Why don't we probe him a little bit and see how he's gonna guard this pawn? Basically. There's also the idea of playing rook c4, rook c8 and c4 and try to play knight d3, but I don't think it's viable yet. Okay, well, our choice is first, and then maybe queen f6 here. I don't know. Threatening this guy. Also, bishop d4 is interesting. Not sure about this move at all. I'm trying to win the pawn. And one idea I have is to play bishop h6. e5 doesn't seem to work. The e of e, we take on f3, we take on e5. g4 doesn't work because of knight takes f4. Okay, that's a decent choice. And what to do? It's a good move. It's a damn good move. Can I go g5 here? G5 and knight's hanging, that's a problem. Well, one thing for sure, I cannot be thinking this long. I have to start moving. I'll stick this rook to c8 probably in order to play c4. The other idea is to play queen d7 and bishop d4 and force the trade of bishop cd, and I can take on a4. Okay, there's no choice here. Now he goes for e5 pawn break. Okay, we'll go knight d7. This pawn is guarded twice. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the best choice of the opening. I don't know. He's still up huge on the clock as well. Now, what do we do against e6? I think we take and play knight f8. Or maybe knight f8 immediately. Knight f5 is annoying. I don't know. It's tricky. Well, I mean, how can he not go e6? Because this pawn is hanging 4 times. So e6, what do we do? Maybe just knight b6. And try to put pressure on d5 pawn. And one idea also of knight b6, simply to take this knight and take on d5. But then there is a5, and that is really unpleasant. So I'm not sure. a5 looks really killer. So maybe after e6 I should just return to f6. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, I think. This is a tough position for me. He's really in a deep tank. Bumblebee Tuna is a strong expert from Minnesota. E6, E6, E6. Yeah, I don't think I can take, because then rook takes E6 and everything opens up. So I have to go knight F6, but then G5, then I have to go knight H5. My pieces are running out of squares. I really do not like this. E6 is a must move, I think. We don't get E6, that's very surprising. What if I just play DE? He's planning to play D6. Then Queen F8. This is hanging. But I can't really save it. I can go B6. No, but this is hanging. So I have to take. I have no choice. Take, and he's gonna go D6. Then Queen E6, Bishop C4. It's very unpleasant. So I have to move my queen to D8. And I'm up a pawn, but this pawn is hanging. But trades would benefit us, for sure. But the pawn on D6 is very strong. Okay, he goes there. Now we don't have to give him the pawn, so we can just go B6. So that was his chance to win the pawn. And now I want to go knight F6. Next move. F6 doesn't really work because I can just take. So knight F6 is what I'm trying to do. Force the trades. Trades are good. Force the trade, try to eliminate the pawn. If G5, I have to go GF. Queen takes F5, and I don't know. This looks scary. Can I actually play F6? Can I play F6? I think I have to play F6. Yeah. Try to break this aggression. This is a move I missed, but King F8 or King H8. And King F8 is a move. King H8, he's gonna go here. Maybe I should have played GF first and then F6. So here I have to take, I think. Then I want to go F5 if I can. I think here I gotta go Bishop H6. And there is F7. If I take, he has Bishop H4. Yeah, this is a lost position. F7 is really strong. F7 is like resignable. Because there's a mate on F7. Yeah, F7, and then I can't take on C1 because Fe queen double check, king takes E8, and queen F7 is mate. So on F7 I have to go rook E7. Give up my rook. This is really bad. Really, really, really bad. I only have one pawn for my rook. His rook on C1 is hanging. So the only strategy here becomes to flag him. But how do you flag somebody who has more time than you? Okay, so he's threatening this check. And that's super deadly. Takes my rook. maybe berserking him was a bad idea. Okay, so we had a really bad first hour. We have 5 points, but we can make a run. We can make a run. We can make a run. Let's make a run. I feel like the opening went really well, but then I just got outplayed on berserk. But they got me angry now, so let's see what happens. So far we have 1916 performance. Yeah, so unfortunately, like, many people asked me to reschedule from Friday, and most of those guys did not show up to play today, so what are you gonna do? We'll see. We'll see how to proceed. Okay, so let's get somebody to play against, hopefully. Bumblebee Tuna is on fire. And how well did he play that game? That's what I want to know. Just gonna give it a little stockfish in here. She played pretty well, I thought. Playing the center game. He's trying to score some points. Idea here is to play h5 and bishop h6. I feel like this move helps me because I want to play f3 and g4 anyway. Yeah, I've had this before. I just want to go g4. Two wins and 2 losses to start the tournament. g4 here. If knight f6, I'm gonna go h5. And my plan is to go g5. Now there are some ideas related to playing h6 here. Like, for example, now. So I can just take on h6. The file is open. Things are getting pretty scary here. Yeah, so all we need now is to distract one of his knights and there is mate. So e5 looks good. Yeah, e5. How does he guard anything? If knight takes e5, queen h8 mate, and if de, we take the queen, and if knight d7, we have queen h7 check. I might even take this off first, and then play bishop d3. That's another possibility here. Let's okay, so this is hanging. Just take this pawn. We just go rook takes d6. So do I need to play queen h7 just yet or not? There's queen g5 check. But I don't think it's a big deal, is it? Queen g5 check. King b1, knight f6. Would I go with my queen? Could also just take the pawn on d6. You know what? Let's return him back to g8. Let's roll this check out. I don't like this. Just play bishop d3. He also might go to e7. You never know. That doesn't look like a safe square. Okay. So knight e4 maybe. He's threatening this. Yeah, and then knight f6, I can play rook takes d6. How do I get this knight on g6 out of there? That's a question. Maybe there is an idea of going knight e2 and then knight f4. This tournament is not going well for me, so I'm gonna stop paying any attention to the standings and just focus on winning games. And the next hour, gonna try to win every game. If I play up to my potential, I can do that. Okay, well, that's just a fork with knight takes d6. He's threatening mate. Yeah, if I play bishop d3, if he takes here, take on g6. If he takes queen h8, king f7, rook h7 is mate. So it's very tricky. Maybe I should grab my exchange first. I'll just go here. I can also play like rook h2 or something. My opponent has change and a pawn, but I'm down on the clock. One idea is to get this knight to d4. Okay, that's nothing. Let's get this knight to d4 as soon as we can. And bishop b3, I can play rook g1, threatening queen h8 mate. Okay, this should be completely winning. I just gotta wrap it up. Playing too slow today. I don't know why it's happening. Been studying chess a lot. Hit my highest blitz rating. Hit my highest bullet rating this week. I don't even know how he guards at mate, to be honest. Like, I don't think there is. It has to go queen e5 basically. But then rook takes g6, fg, queen takes g6, king f8, rook h8 looks terrifying for him. But I might even not do that. I might just play like knight d4 first. I don't know. 1 minute on the clock. Does he see queen h8? I mean queen e5, right? Only move. Rook takes g6, fg, queen takes g6, king f8, rook h8. Okay, let's mate and win. Alright. So miraculously we're still in 4th place. That's because we only have 20 people. So we have somebody else come in who well, I mean we have a ringmaster already comes in and wins the game. And we don't have Johnny Blaze is in the tournament. So all 20 people are playing. So I mean, not much lower than last week. We have Captain Cologne was 22. I think he won every single game, including beating Oni. And Oni is not berserking anybody, just kind of trying to grind it out. Vendetta is pausing. He's not having a good day. And we're gonna battle it out. We just gotta go in there and try to fight for those top 3 spots. Bumblebee Tuna is really, after losing the first game, he's putting up a clinic on people, including beating us. So we need Oni to beat him. That's what we need. And we need Captain Cologne to lose to Kale. That's what we need. So this way, these guys get off their streaks. And meanwhile, while this guy's getting off his streaks, we need to get on a streak. So we need to score. If we could get 2 wins in a row, that would give us 16 points, and then we can get back in the mix. But it's easier said than done, of course. So far, with 1919 performance, that's not going to cut it. Very crappy game in round 1 against Oni. We're 100 piece, and ended up winning after he didn't even pre-move. He just didn't see that I 100 piece. And then he just didn't expect me to do something stupid like that. So he was like, oh, piece I'm not going to take it. And then second round, we played Marius, who we had completely destroyed, but played too slow and left myself with only 8 seconds and managed to lose that position. Then I beat Last Cayman in a decent game in King's Gambit. Then Bumblebee 2, and I still was going to run the computer analysis from that game just to see, 15 centipoint loss accuracy. That's unreal. So that would be equivalent to one of my best games ever. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Strong play. Strong play from Bumblebee Tuna. And let's see. That's the second time we have to spend a lot of time waiting for the pairing, unfortunately. Alright, come on, give us a pairing. It's gonna be hard to make a run if we have to wait for the pairing for so long. Bruce Wayne is pausing and Johan is pausing. Let's see. Give us somebody. Give us an opponent, please. Give us an opponent. Let us play somebody, please. Been waiting, it's been a while. So that's why these arenas don't make sense if you don't have less than 30 people. So maybe we'll have like a pre-registration if we're gonna do the next one and make sure 30 people are registered, because otherwise you just wait for too long. And honestly, who wants to wait? We're here to play. Give us an opponent. Our maestro pausing too. So with so much pausing, with basically 1, 2, 3, so many people sitting out. Alright, I'm just mad. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't really know this system. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm still gonna go d4. Or maybe not. Trying to prove that knights are better than bishops. It's not an easy thing to prove, guys. He still wants b5. But that's not possible. I want to go b4. I don't know if it's any good. But I have to play this as if it's like a blitz game. I can't think here. There's no time to think. Okay, I'm thinking maybe like rook c1 of some sort. Maybe rook b1. Let's try to put more pressure on this guy. I'm such an idiot. I should just take on c5, take on e5. This was an extra pawn. He blundered. He's playing way too fast. He's not berserking, but we are. And now that pawn is, of course, guarded. Just a really bad play on my part. I gotta take this pawn. d5 anyway. What's happening here? What is happening here? I'm very confused. This can't be right, can it? Okay, this is... If we just take on e5. He takes, I take, queen takes, bishop takes on h6. Do have bishop d4 as well. Where does he go? Can play knight b6 here. And I want to go d4 if I can. Yeah, he had a pawn earlier, and for some reason not on my top game at all today. Missing things that I normally would never have missed. Okay. So what's up here? What's up here? Just gonna try to pressure this guy. Another thing I missed, I had bishop takes h6. Just awful. Just awful today. Although he had a resource there too. Okay, if I take with a rook, he doesn't have knight d5. So just swing this guy to e1. e4, okay. Rook c8 is he gonna do? Then what do I do? I think I have to take go 96. Only 2 minutes left. Threatening here, threatening here. Did miss that. So many blunders. Why didn't I go rook g3 here, for example, first? Rook e5. I only have a minute left. I gotta really play fast. Easier said than done. His queen is hanging. My rook is hanging too. So he has to move his queen, I think. Oh my god. Not a good tournament today. Not a good tournament at all. Down in exchange now. Should have taken this pawn, of course. This is the second time this happens when I leave myself no time. Had a completely winning position. Yeah, no time. No time at all. Played well for a while, but then just too slow. Captain Cologne with 30 points. He has won every single game today. And we're in 7th place. Again, waiting for the game. Could not make anything happen today. Just lapses of concentration. And some kind of French defense here. Trying to go b4 here and try to undermine this pawn construction. This knight on c6 is actually really poor. Trades are good because we cramped for space. Maybe I'll just take with a knight and play c5. If he takes. And here maybe knight e7, maybe f6 right away. No, it's bishop g6 check. Play here. Gotta guard the f7 pawn. Trying to play c5. This pawn is now hanging, so let's protect it. I don't know what I'm doing in this opening, just trying to make things happen. Okay, he's lining up here. We'll go c5. Can he sack here and play bishop g6? He can. We have rook f8. Don't think that should work, but you never know. Let's kick this bishop somewhere. Bishop h7. rook f1 is coming. This is a tough position for me. This is really bad. So this isn't very good. We're down a pawn. So he has 7 pawns, we have 6, but managed to at least get out of the horrible spot. Okay, I should be getting my pawn back here. No choice here. So rook e7 is forced. Now this is king f5 I can do. Now it becomes crucial to push my pawn faster. Just gotta try to push my pawn. Okay, this is completely winning for me now. That opening position was just dead lost for me. I don't know what I was doing the whole time. Yeah, I'm frustrated. I mean, you guys can probably sense, but you know, I'm putting out these arenas no matter what. This is definitely my worst showing, and I think it all started with me playing too slow in round 2. Captain Cologne finally lost to Harry Uno, who is coming up strong. So we have no chance for top 3 anymore. In fact, there is only time for maybe 2 games at most. And with 11 points, things are not going our way. With 4 wins and 3 losses. With a performance of 1895. And that all came down to us not winning round 2. Alright, I'm gonna berserk Earl again. This is a great position for me already. I have a bishop pair. I should have just played knight c3 immediately. So now d5 pawn is really hanging. Earl, you're my friend, but I'm angry at you. And it's not even your fault. Okay, you can't play like that, Earl. You can't play like that against me. I'm up 2 pawns. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Like, you think you can play like that? I don't think you can play like that. No disrespect meant. Just gonna play bishop e3 and trade bishops. We gotta win this game and get our rating up. Finish strong, finish strong. Come on, Mike, you can do it. Fighting through adversity. It's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes you have bad tournaments. And the most important thing is just to keep fighting. Just to keep fighting. And make things happen. Now I have d4 in my arsenal. He's gonna go f5, it's opening his king. Then I can play queen c4 check and d4. Okay, I'm just gonna march my pawns now. d5. Hello, is rook d8. Should I be worried about rook d8? Yeah, if he wants to simplify, I'm all for it. Okay, he's trying to start some nonsense over there. If f4, take on e4. I'm just gonna march his pawn. I don't feel like Earl is using his time wisely in this time format. Like, if he's gonna play this fast, he should just berserk, because that gives more points. Okay, let's see what happens. f4, queen takes c4, queen takes h3, queen takes g6. I think my pawns are gonna be faster. d6, f3. d6, f3. Am I losing there? Christ. Is this another one I'm gonna piece away in one position? No, I still should be completely winning. His queen is hanging, so he has to move it. If queen h1, king e2, he can take here with the rook. I play d6. Yeah, I just play d6. Queen f3 here, actually, super strong. And the king just goes. If he trades queens, is lost. If his only move is queen h1, king e2, rook takes g2. No, he doesn't even have rook takes g2. Okay, so what's the plan if I go d6? Should have maybe played rook a check first. Rook g6, now d7. d8, going to take g2, king e1, fg, king e2. Oh my god, I had mate in one, queen h1. Such an idiot. Such an idiot. How in the world? How in the world I hand this mate? Okay. This was not our day. This was not our day. Sometimes your brain just doesn't work. Anything wins here, just gf, gf. Why didn't I take gf? Just winning. 2 games I just gave away. Mate in one. I just should have taken a little bit more time. I still had a lot of time. GF and just win. He doesn't go for King's Gambit. And he doesn't berserk. I don't know why I went to this gambit. Okay, that is a gambit of 2 pawns here. Okay, but bishop f5 maybe. I'm down 2 pawns. d3, I'm gonna play knight takes d5. And I have some lead in development. 96, if he castles, I take on a2. 94 is also pretty annoying. see that's the thing. Like the way the guys play, they just play too fast. They just play too fast. And if you're gonna play this fast, like you're playing the game in 10 as if it's game in 5. Okay, that's a good move, but I just gotta slow it down. What about knight f3 check? Queen e6 looks good. Rook is hanging. Queen e6 or queen e5? That's no, queen e6. If de check and I'm picking up a rook. Oh, I even missed that. But I got this one. Alright, so we still have it in us. So he's not gonna resign. If he doesn't want to resign, he doesn't want to resign. What are you gonna do? Okay, he resigns. Okay, finally a nice win. 14 points. Can we sneak into top anything? No, we cannot. This is not a good tournament. 1916 performance. Blundered mate and 1 against Earl. Lost to Earl twice today. He finally got me. Well, Earl kind of deserved to win last week. It was total BS. I was swing him. And I lost to Marius in one position. Bumble 2 now outplayed us. Yeah, this was a rough tournament. That's the price of berserking. Should have been more selective with my berserks. I have never won 2 in a row yet. There's only 14 minutes left in the tournament. No trades, just might play h3. 97, just lose the piece after h3. 97, h3, bishop h5, g4. Yeah, but doesn't that lose a piece? Oh no, he's just gonna go back. So what about like f5 here? The bishop hunts start now, h3, g4. 13 minutes left in the arena. Can I win this game and get some more points? Could not get anything going today. Well, GF and Rook H8 check were both winning. But GF is a must. Yeah, so desperation worked. Really, like, strangely, I'm very off last 2 days. Too much chess, I don't know. So we have 20 entries. Johan lost every game, unfortunately. Okay, this one, e5. We'll just keep rolling with our pawn storm here. Spike Max also lost every game. So he lost 10 games, 9 games. John lost 8 games. Rip Your Reading lost 13 out of 14. Okay, 94 can just take, right? Or can I just go h3 and still win this piece? Takes. Does the bishop have anywhere to go now? Or you can just take and win a bishop this way. And he has, yeah, you can just do that, I think. Because then his, what? I can go knight d6 check, right? Should I go knight f6 or knight d6? Let's go knight d6, I guess. Still an extra piece for me. Last game and only played 3 games. Bruce Wayne played 3 games. 84 played 5 games. Marius played 6 games, lost 3 in a row, decided to take a break. Okay, let's just take this bishop. I gotta play fast. 12 minutes left in this game, tops. So I gotta win this game in next 11 minutes. 10. You guys did not see that, but 10:50 on my clock. So what would be easier to win? Probably keep queens on the board. He only has a pawn for a piece. Resigning would be nice. Why play? I will beat you here 100% of the time. Even in my current terrible form. So we are not doing too amazing. Where's King Smegma? I thought he played. Did he play? Yeah, that's what low-rated players tend to do, which is offer queen trades. But okay, it's not gonna help you. But the thing is, like, it might stop me from winning the game quicker. Now, King Smegma has 12. He has a decent performance. Hey, anything better than us, 1916. Captain Cologne, 2216 performance. Bumble Tuna, 2159 performance. He lost somebody along the way. Lost to Oni. G5, what about Queen F6? I'm kind of cruising for this game. Just kind of like trying not to tilt. If you know what I mean. Tilt is a poker term, meaning like, you know, you're playing way below your strength. And why am I playing way below my strength? I don't know, but it's hard to be competitive right now. Bishop t3 is possible, but I'm just gonna go queen somewhere. Queen f2 or something. Rook's hanging. He has to go rook h8. I'll play knight f3. So I only have 2 minutes left on my clock, basically, right now to win this game, for it to count for the arena points. He does have g4, but then I can go queen g3. If he takes my knight, I take his bishop. Well, after this tournament, which is gonna go back to the drawing board, work more on our chess and come more prepared. I'm gonna pre-move queen takes g7. The only way this move happens if he takes my knight. So now my queen guards his pawn, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I have knight h4 and castle, and if he takes on e5, I have rook e1 in the end. I also have bishop f4. Yeah, knight h4 is really strong. Well, if you guys watched up to this point, you see that, you know, sometimes masters play 1900 level. And if you guys watching my channel, I hope a few of you do, we you know, tomorrow we have the NBL bullet, so hopefully my performance over there will be better. My performance today was absolute trash. Hopefully we can wrap up this game and win it. But I think I can just castle here. Yeah, and if we win this game, maybe, just maybe, we can sneak in top 4. I don't know. We have a Master Captain Cologne first place with 37 points. That is a really good score. My highest ever was 35. Really, really strong play by him. He's a very inconsistent player. He has some really good days and really bad days sometimes, just like all of us. But as we say, his ceiling is very, very high. Okay, I have e6 here, which is like a super annoying move. And I can take his knight with check. And I can sneak in bishop f5 check along the way. I really don't understand why he's playing on. But I don't understand a lot of things in this life. Okay, do you really think you have any chance against the master in this position? I mean, like, seriously. You're down the bishop. But I guess, like, if he resigned immediately, he could have gotten another game. But because he decided to play on, now neither of us is going to get another game. If we win this game reasonably fast, we might still get paired and get a game outside of the arena. And we will try to win for the rating points. My rating during this tournament was 2240 something after beating Oni. And that was nice. But unfortunately that did not last very long. Okay, so what do I do here? Do I just go rook h1 and do I just take? I don't know. Okay, if I take, he takes here in the end. Oh god. We'll play rook b1 to meet this with bc check. Take with the king, of course. Play king d2 here. Protect my pawn. If he goes rook d8, I'll go c4 and b4. I only have 1 minute left to beat him to get arena points. I'll just take here. I want to go b4 and open things up. c2 here. Pre-move AB. 3.5 minutes left in arena. Now he has less time than us. Okay, so the goal is just one game at a time. Let's win this game and just wrap up on a good note. Some tournaments don't go your way, you know. You just gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting. Okay, so I'm not sure what is he thinking about. We have a really extra bishop here, really. But that's gonna take us out from a competition. If King's Magma does not beat Bubble Tuna in time, we can finish top 5 out of 20. And this was a tough tournament. KO with mixed success, thank you for playing, buddy. SpaceX Hero had us beat. I just played complete nonsense and got lucky. Vendetta, thank you for supporting. Thanks everybody for supporting this tournament. 20 players. Okay, so he's just gonna run the clock out. I'm not sure why. But that will prevent us from getting paired again. That will prevent us from getting paired again. So we're gonna get hopefully a couple of rating points to this win. And we either gonna finish in 6th or in 5th. Okay, we got 1 point for this win. So pretty bad for us. We're in the 5th place and we are on a hot streak. The only thing is the tournament is now closed. So it all comes down to, can King Smegma or Al Maestro catch us for top 5? So how did I do today? 10 games. I lost 4, which is my absolute record. I lost to Marius in the dead win position. I lost to Bubble Bituna in Benoni. Very nice played by him. I lost to Harry Uno in a crazy game. Then I lost to him again in the game that I was up 2 pawns out of the opening. Alright, so we finished in 5th, playing really terribly. Captain Cologne with 40 points. That's gotta be a record. Oh no, James Canty had a record with 45, I believe, a couple of arenas ago. Captain Cologne with 40 points, beautifully done. Bumblebee Tuna, Eric Bell from Minnesota with 32 points, 2nd place. Harry Uno, Earl Salazar, 27 points calculations. Oni, the master, finishes with 19 points. We sneak in top 5 with 17 points. I wish this tournament went for another 2 hours. I feel like I just got it going towards the end with even though I lost to Earl, overall I played well that game. So game against Captain Cologne was absolutely epic. So this was kind of like an opening where well, I don't know who this is. So it says write your name, so if they're not gonna write their name, we're not gonna accept them. Simple. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this, if you watch this, and till next time.